It was Christmas Eve, 2017, in a small town in Maine. I remember it well, the night when everything seemed perfect. But little did I know that it would become a memory I would never forget. I was sitting in my cozy living room with my husband, Mike, and our young daughter, Emily, as we were settling in for the holiday. The tree sparkled, the fire crackled softly, and everything seemed just as it should be. But as the night wore on, something started to feel off. The air grew unnaturally cold, and it felt as though a strange presence had settled in the house. At first, I thought it was just the winter chill creeping in. But there was something more, something I couldn't explain. What I didn't know, what none of us knew, was that strange occurrences were happening all around town. People whispered in hushed tones, speaking of a figure seen late at night, someone or something that didn't belong. Some said he only appeared on Christmas Eve. Others claimed he never spoke a word. But the one thing everyone agreed on was that he was never seen leaving. I tried to reassure Emily when she mentioned seeing something outside, but deep down, I wasn't sure. She swore she saw him, standing just beyond the window, his face obscured by shadows, his eyes cold and unblinking. I dismissed it as a child's imagination, but even as I did, I couldn't shake the feeling that someone, was out there, watching us. The figure had been spotted many times before, always in the shadows, always watching from afar. Descriptions of him varied: tall, wearing a wide-brimmed hat and a faded red coat. But there was one detail that always stayed the same. No one had ever seen his face. The locals whispered that he wasn't a man at all. And on Christmas Eve, he seemed to come closer, always closer. And then, it happened. When the doorbell rang, I didn't know what to expect. But standing there on the other side was the figure. He didn't speak. He didn't move. He simply handed me a small, twisted angel ornament, blood red and unsettling. Without a word, he turned away and disappeared into the snowstorm, leaving me standing there, holding the ornament, frozen in confusion. It was the last time we ever saw him, or so I thought. To this day, no one knows who the man was, or what he wanted. Some say the ornament was a warning, others say it was a curse. But one thing is certain, the Christmas visitor is still out there, watching, waiting for his next stop. And this time, I fear he might not leave so easily.